My father told me I had to come to my golden brother's wedding, and if I didn't, he'd cut off my tuition. He said it like he still owned my future. The next day, he found out I had already graduated, had a 6-figure job, and made more than he did. That was the first time I ever heard him sound scared. In my family, I was the extra kid. My younger brother was the favorite. He got the praise, the gifts, and the attention. I got whatever was left, which was usually nothing. In 3rd grade, I brought home straight A's. My mom said, "That's nice," shoved it in a drawer, then hung my brother's messy drawing on the fridge like it was priceless. That was our whole childhood. He picked dinner. He picked vacations. He picked what we watched. If I wanted anything, I was selfish. If he wanted anything, my parents bent over backwards. He grew into a spoiled bully, and they loved him for it. I learned early that keeping quiet was easier than fighting a rigged game. Then I got into a top college with a scholarship. It was far away, and it was exactly what I wanted. My parents refused to let me go because my brother might feel bad. My father actually said, "We can't have you making him look lesser." My future had to shrink so his ego could stay comfortable. So I lied. I told them I'd go to the local college if I could stay in the dorms. They agreed fast because they thought they had won. Then I took the scholarship, moved out of state, and went to the school I actually earned. The scholarship covered most of it. The tuition money my father kept sending covered the rest. I never corrected him. After years of being treated like background noise, I saw it as payback. For 3 years, I kept contact low. A few calls, a holiday visit. Nobody noticed I was living states away. Then my father called and said my brother was getting married. He wanted me there early to help and be part of the family. I believed it. Then I remembered who I was dealing with. They didn't want a son. They wanted a prop in the wedding photos. So I texted back that I wasn't coming. My mother started guilt-tripping me. "Don't be that brother. You only get one family. This means so much to him." I said no again. Then my father called. First, he played calm. Then he got nasty. "If you don't come, I stop paying your tuition." He thought he still had leverage. I said, "Go ahead." That made him lose it. He said he'd go to the local college himself and pull me out to teach me a lesson. I let him talk. Then I waited. The next morning, he called screaming. He had gone to the college, marched into the office, and tried to withdraw me. They told him I was never enrolled. I let him burn for a second. Then he demanded, "Where have you been?" I said, "I took the scholarship." He went silent. I said, "I graduated last year." Still nothing. Then I said, "And I make more than you now." You could almost hear his jaw hit the floor. Then he exploded. He called me a liar and a traitor. He said after everything he'd done for me, I had betrayed the family. Then he said the dumbest thing yet. The only way he could forgive me was if I still came to my brother's wedding, so there wouldn't be gossip. Not because he missed me, not because he was sorry, just to protect the family image. That was it. I said, "You only have one son, keep him." Then I hung up and blocked all of them. About a month later, my mother got through on another number, sobbing. My brother's fiance had talked him, my parents, and a few relatives into some once-in-a-lifetime investment before the wedding. It was a scam. She took the money and vanished. No wedding, no savings. My father's business was already failing, and they had put the house on the line trying to save it. That failed too. Suddenly, the family that barely remembered I existed wanted me back. Not because they loved me, because I had money. I blocked that number too. Then my parents showed up at my door, begging and talking about family duty. I looked at the two people who spent my whole life teaching me I didn't matter. Then I shut the door in their faces. A few days later, my brother showed up crying. He said he missed his big brother. Funny, because all I remembered was him making my life hell. He begged me to help before our parents cut him off. I told him to leave. When he kept talking, I said, "Come back again," and I call the cops. That finally ended it. It still hurts sometimes, but I'd rather live with that ache than go back to them. They built their whole world around the golden child, and in the end, he burned it down. And the kid they treated like nothing was the only one who got out.